Yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. Today is a very important day in the history of Ghana football and then also in the history of the Black Stars, because if we want to start the right rebuilding, we have to make the right decisions, and the Ghana Football Association is convinced that they've made the right decision in terms of who is to lead the next charge of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars, who is going to take charge as the next Black Stars coach for the next 3 years. For the next 3 years. 3 years. We are going to bring you the full details of the story concerning the fact that Black Stars coach, in fact, ex-Black Stars coach Otto has returned as the next Black Stars coach of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. So Otto is coming back to coach the Ghana Black Stars as the head coach of the senior national team, Black Stars of Ghana. And in fact, he's going to be a full-time coach and not a part-time coach. You know that the first time he came, he was coming as a part-time coach, and a lot of people were against that particular decision. Today, or this time around, he's coming as a full-time coach, but then he will start his full-time job in the month of May. Okay, so in May, that is when he will start his job, but he will join. Okay, I'm giving you the details. Let me actually do how to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much. So now, these are the details of Otto's contract that he's going to sign with the Black Stars of Ghana. You know that we have friendly games versus Nigeria and then versus Uganda in the month of March, this 2024. We are going to play 2 friendly games. Now, Otto will leave Dortmund and come and join the Black Stars to play those 2 friendly games. Okay, and then he will go back to Dortmund. Okay, yes, you go back to Dortmund as a talent coach and go and continue his work. And then he will resign from his work as a talent coach at Dortmund. And then he will start his job as the main Black Stars coach from the month of May. That is how things are. He will start his job as the main Black Stars coach from the month of May. But then he will come and play those 2 friendly games versus Nigeria and then versus Uganda. But there is something very interesting about the game versus Nigeria, and that's what I want to talk to you briefly about before we continue with the Otto details. Now, when we played versus Nigeria in the month of March 2022, okay, it was Otto who was coming as the Black Stars coach, and then Augustine Eguavon was named as the Nigerian coach. Now, Augustine Eguavon has been confirmed as the interim coach of the Nigeria Super Eagles. He is the coach of Nigeria. He's going to use Nigeria to play versus Ghana. And then Otto is coming back again as the Black Stars coach, and he is going to also use Ghana Black Stars to play versus Nigeria, just as it happened in 2022. And it is very interesting. And the last time it happened in 2022, Otto was victorious because he was able to qualify Ghana to the FIFA World Cup 2022 after he drew 1-1 at the Moshood Abiola Sports Stadium. So that's some interesting bit over there. So Otto is coming. He will sign 3 years, close to 3 years. That's 2 years and then 8 months. That is the contract he will sign, but it will start from May, okay? And then he will be going. He will take $50,000 every month. Listen to me. If he is not doing the job well, and we come and sit here and say it, don't come and say anything. He's going to take $50,000 every month. $50,000. That is big money. It is not $30,000. So it is not $35,000, $40,000. It is not $50,000, $45,000. It is $50,000 every month, every 31 days or 30 days. Otto will be taking that amount of money. Listen, that is the amount of money he will be taking throughout the 3 years or so that he will sign. So if the job at a point in time you are criticizing him, don't come and say anything, because he's taking big money and he has to work. The work here, yes, we will give him time. He's coming now again. He has experience with the Black Stars. We will give him time. But then, after the time has elapsed, after his honeymoon has elapsed, we don't want to see Comoros beating us. We don't want to see we drawing with Madagascar or drawing with Mozambique or Kenya. We don't want to see that. We want to, if we cannot beat our peers, we should beat those who are below us. That one there, it is not negotiable. And it is a fact. He should come and do that. Now, Otto, when he came the first time as the Black Stars coach, he won some important games. One of the games for me, I was very impressed with him, was the game versus Switzerland, the friendly game we played versus Switzerland, and before the World Cup 2022. It was a fantastic game. Ghana won 2-0. And what a game that was. What a game that was. Pure tactical coach, and he was so good with that. One advantage of Otto is that he doesn't really stick to his formation. Now, his favorite formation is the 4-2-3-1 formation. He used that formation 8 times during his reign as the first Black Stars coach, and then he lost just one. But then he's also able to adapt to different formations, and that is the reason why in our game versus Portugal, the FIFA World Cup first game in the 2022 FIFA World Cup game versus Portugal, Otto played 3-5-2 formation, 3-5-2, and that game, every Ghanaian, even though we lost, was very impressed with the performance the Black Stars gave, because it was a very, very good performance on the part of the coach and the team. So it tells you that he's not a coach who will say that, oh, by force, there are double pivot, 2 defensive midfielders, by force, like Chris Hughton, by force now. If I'm playing versus Argentina, 2 defensive midfielders. If I'm playing versus Comoros, 2 defense. He's not like that. He actually designed his tactics based on the opponent he's going to face, but then he has his accepted proper tactics or formation, which is the 4-2-3-1 formation. He loves that one. But if he's going to face a team and he thinks that, look, I have to adjust it to suit that particular team, like he did versus Portugal, he will do that. And that is very, very important over there. Under Otto also, we saw that certain players were flourishing. The likes of Osman, Bukari and the rest, okay, were flourishing. But one player who may not be happy that Otto is coming back is Joseph Pinto. Because Joseph Pinto, when we were going to the 2022 World Cup, Otto said that football is not all about numbers and this thing. So he didn't call Joseph Pinto. But when Chris Hughton came, he was always calling Joseph Pinto. So I don't know if Joseph Pinto will not get a chance to be part of Otto's second coming. But let's see how things go. But those are all the updates and details of this particular contract. Now, who will be his assistant? Now, a lot of people are not talking about that, because it is not in the news yet. But who are going to be Otto's assistants? What I'm hearing is that he's going to surround himself with a lot of former players. And that one, yeah, Ghanaian former players. That one is a conk. And that's the reason why Michael Essien's name is still in the conversation. Michael Essien to be his deputy is still in the conversation. Asamoah to be his deputy is still in the conversation. And then also Tony Bafo to come around the Black Stars is also still in the conversation. It is in the conversation. So who becomes the deputies of the Black Stars now? Of the Black Stars coach is also one thing we are going to be talking about in the next days. But Michael Essien and Asamoah, if you hear their names, don't be worried, because those 2 players have the qualification to be deputy Black Stars coaches. But Tony Bafo there is not going to be a deputy coach. He's going to be like a team manager of the sort. Like, they just want him around the Black Stars. That is what I'm hearing. Tony Bafo, he was with CAF and the rest. He's been working with CAF for so many years. Very, very experienced man in terms of administration. And it looks like he will also be coming around the Black Stars as Otto has taken over. So that is the news coming in. Michael Essien and Asamoah also very much likely to be part of the Black Stars technical team going forward. Are you impressed with the decision of Coach Otto to be the next coach of the Black Stars? Are you not impressed? What is your take on that? For me, I think that Ghana Football Association themselves, they didn't obey the criteria they brought, that the coach should be a winner, the coach should have 15 years experience as coaching. 15 years. Otto, his only coaching experience is with the Black Stars. That is not even up to 1 year. It is not even up to 1 year. So they didn't obey their own criteria. But the Ghana Football Association president is saying that Otto impressed during the interview. Impressed. But the other question is that somebody can impress during interview, but cannot do the real job on the field. What about that one too? Can he do the real job on the field? But we will leave Omar pointing away. He's already been appointed. So what you do is that you support him and then you try to help him. Okay, we will give our suggestions and everything that will try to help him. That is all. So let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.